is what I call my Old Faithful skill build. It's probably my favorite build I've ever made. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am gonna be. Give me one second. Put a couple mods on here. Just want stability. So yeah, this is probably my favorite build. I'm rocking the mechanical animal. Well, first off, I'm gonna be rocking the grenade demolitionist, just so that way, if I do get hit with a grenade or like an explosive, I can phase tank that very first one. And also, I am giving the team 5% damage to targets out of cover. So it's kind of like a win-win right there. For my guns, my primary, honestly, I'm usually always using the Harmony. The Harmony is always pulled out. This is my favorite gun with the perfect in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. That's very freaking overpowered. So even though I'm at a 6 skill tier set, I'm still hitting for, I think, right around 250,000 on my rifle with the crit shot. So the damage is increased up a lot with that, and that helps out, especially when you're rocking the 6 skills, because now my skills are doing 40% extra damage. That's gigantic. So I'm getting 40% buff just from my gun alone, just for my skills. And then if I see a red enemy that is pretty low or an enemy that is low in health, I'll switch over to my Future Perfection, so that way weapon kills grant 1 skill tier for 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. So since I'm already at skill tier 6, I'm going to get overcharge. And as soon as I get that overcharge, my skills are going to do a stupid amount of damage. So I'll hit that overcharge, switch back over to the in sync, and then now my overcharge is doing 40% extra damage. That's overpowered. For all of my pieces, I'm going to be rocking the 3-piece Murakami just for the skill duration, so that way my drone and my hive, or my drone and my turret stay out there for a long time. The 20% repair skills is kind of bleh. But that 10% skill damage is what I was looking for with that 3rd piece. So I have skill damage and armor regen on every single piece except for my chest piece. That's the only piece I'm missing that armor regen. You're going to want to look for tech support on your backpack, so that way skill kills increase your skill damage by 25% for 20 seconds. And since this is just a strictly basically skill build, I'm not really, like, I'll shoot my gun to proc off the in sync, but that's about it. These are always going to be getting that 25% buff. And then remember before when I said about the 40, so now you're at 65% just from these two right here. And then also, if you can tell, I also have skill duration on all my mods, just so that way my drone and my hive, drone and my turret stay out there even longer. I'm rocking 2 pieces of the Hanny U Corporation, so that way I get that 10% skill haste, and then an additional 10% skill damage. Going all for skill damage on this one. And then for my knee pads, that 3rd piece of the Murakami, so I'm going to be rocking the Emperor's Guard knee pads. So I'm going to get 1% armor regen just from these knee pads alone, plus that 10% skill damage, so it's adding up now. We've got the 2nd piece of Hanny U, same exact thing. And then also I've got Glass Cannon here on my chest piece with the 1 piece of Wyvern, so that way I get additional 10% skill damage. I have Glass Cannon on there, so that way all damage I deal is amplified by 25%, but I am taking that additional 50% intake of damage. So though I am taking that extra intake of damage, that's why I have all the armor regen on this build. It helps out a lot. When I get shot, I can just dip behind cover. I never use med packs, and my health comes back really, really quick. But the reason I wanted that Glass Cannon is it's not weapon damage is increased, it's all weapons or all damage you do is increased. So now my turret and my drone are doing the 25 from this, the 25 from this, and the 40 from this. So I'm doing 90% skill damage just from these three alone. And then on my build, I also have 90% skill damage from all of the pieces having 10%, that's 60, two pieces Hanyu, that's 70, one piece Wyvernware is 80, and then three pieces Murakami is 90. So I'm getting 180% uh, skill damage. It's very, very, very overpowered. Um, on top of that, like, I'll just send this out here real quick. This is how this goes. Fill out the NSYNC, and then you can see how fast they go down. I, I really don't have to shoot shit. Turret's hitting for 190 right there without the NSYNC proc. Hitting for 230 with it. My drone is gonna hit for, let's see, 116 without it. Or with it, it's gonna hit for 116. I can't tell. Alright, it's hitting for 139 with the NSYNC proc. So 140,000 damage from that, plus 230 from that. And then on top of my gun damage. So it's just non-stop spamming. Nobody ever focuses me, so I don't have to do anything. And also that armor regen that I was telling you about. Knock down all my stuff. I don't know why my armor's not coming back. Or maybe it doesn't do it in here. I don't know. But my armor regen is at, let's see, we're at 26,960 armor regen. So if I can get that last piece with armor regen, I honestly will be above 30,000 armor regen, all that extra skill damage, and this build will just be, it's my favorite build I've probably made as a skill build at the moment. I was experimenting around, give you a little preview of this one here, but this is my next build that I'm thinking about doing for a hybrid build. That's actually one of my next favorite skill builds. But this right now, this is my cheese build. I run this on legendaries, I run this solo heroics, all 5 directives on. This is probably my favorite cheese build. Easiest build I've ever made, and I don't know. It's fun, easy. So, yeah, until next time, boys.